So today we are taking on the Rildo Ultimate Red Zone stage here using a full free-to-play team. We're using pretty much the exact same team that I used for Android 13. However, instead of Goku and Gohan, I replace it with Yardrat Goku because the final phase of Rildo is Tech. This one took a couple of tries, I would say at least 2 weeks worth in order to get this run. There's a lot of RNG involved as per usual, but this one's a little bit more tougher because Rildo can dodge, which is super annoying, and it's, you know, int isn't the greatest for my team. We only have one int unit, so when it came to the final fight, it was all about pretty much the Dokkan mode at the right time, the active skills on the right time. So, yeah, we're using Goku and Gohan Tech as the friend leader, though. They are a Goku's Family Kamehameha categories leader, so we're able to run Roshi for the revive. And with Roshi's Turtle School requirements, we have Version Z Goku as well as Yardrat Goku. A little risky here, but I got really lucky with B-Pan and other units that can dodge. Yeah, you will see throughout this entire run, it was really, really lucky. And the very end part, like the very last turn, that was the scariest. This probably had my heart beating for a bit, and it's been a while since that happened. So if you guys can leave a like on today's video, I'd really appreciate it. Let's strive for over 500 likes on today's video so that maybe I can try the next one. The rest are hard, man. We have what from the GT side, Baby, which is a node. Even though he's int, it's still very difficult. Well, the last phase is int. And then you have Super 17 and who else is in there? The Shadow Dragons as well as Omega. It's very tough. It's very tough. And then we have on the movie bosses side only 3 left, which is Janemba, Rudagon, and Brawly. So, you know Brawly's not going to be doable. And Janemba could be, I think, but it requires a little bit. Maybe that's the next target with this team again, because I believe he's STR and then changes into int on the final, or the vice versa. I'm not too sure, because I know he shares 1 health bar at the very end, but he goes into rage mode. But I assume it's going to be really tough. And Janemba, the fat form, is really tanky. So, but yeah. We have done, for the most part, half of them, which is still very good for free-to-play. And we're still on the Rildo. This is a very long fight. I'm not going to lie. It's Rildo's tanky, man. Rildo's tanky. He's got 3 phases. And type advantage-wise, other than this int fight, we only have, for the rest of the maining, like 1 type advantage unit. So we're using damage reduction to get through this. And just hopefully sheer damage with, like, Version Z Goku and the Tech Goku and Gohan, which is only 1 dupe. I wish I had 100%. I think it would be way smoother. You can get like those multiple super attacks. But for the most part, we have B-Pan on rotation with the Goku Gohan. They don't share too many links like Legendary Power and All in the Family. That's pretty much, I think, the only ones. Maybe 1 more. The most important thing is keeping them on rotation so that when we do get our active skill, where we'll get the B-Pan active skill off first and then there, so you can do more damage since that's a guaranteed crit. And the plan is to Dokkan mode straight after the active skill, which worked out for this run. Finally, onto the AGL fight. We got the revival ready, so we can easily risk it here. I use the active skill on the physical because as you can see from the Dokkan meter, it's pretty filled up, so we need to like try and get this phase done as soon as possible, saving those tech orbs for the Goku and Gohan so that they can easily get their 24 key super. They need to keep getting 20 key super so they can additional super attack and tank better, obviously, and do more damage. Got a good crit. The active skill was a crit. We got an additional super attack. Plan here was to obviously die and revive. We take a super attack, which did not kill. And because it was after we greatly raised our defense or whatever, raised our defense from the 18 key, it meant that we were still able to tank for double digits. And Version Z Goku after super for the first 2 phases is pretty good, especially with All in the Family and a Total School support. So Roshi takes a hit, but he does not. So we are here in this situation where we are about to die at 19,000 HP. First item, we have our Whis. Regardless of if I died there or not, or activate our revive, I would have still used the item. So I guess you could say we are saving it for a rainy day. And Yardrat Goku could not get a super attack, but because we have Whis active, I trusted him. If we were going to take a super attack, we would have been dead anyway. So that's pretty much how the run goes. If your super attack is in the wrong spot on a unit that cannot raise their defense tremendously or have damage reduction, it's kind of over. We got our first super attack, our second super attack. I don't even know what the friend is built in. I just know it was one dude. It's so hard to find it 100%. And when I do, I always get unlucky. We got the triple super attack, which was awesome. Just that extra bit of DPS. And 2 bars remaining. It looks pretty good for the Dokkan meter as well. 3,000 per damage. We'll not greatly. We'll raise our, I think, defense as the counters go. So just fingers crossed he does not take the super. I'm just there sweating. I'm like, come on, 4 hits, 5 hits left. There's so many hits at the end. And the final one was not a super attack. I was like, thank God. Still not out of the danger zone yet. We still only have 170,000. But we got a decent attack pattern. We could greatly raise our defense, which will keep us alive. With the damage reductions, invincible anyway. But fingers crossed, these super attacks in that first slot. Highest chance to. I started to not grab any more colored orbs or too many. And we switch out rotations for Goku and Chi-Chi into the main rotation. They need to build up their super attack so that they can use their active skill for the free Ghost Usher, which is very clutch for these runs. I did take the key there because it just looked too good to not grab. Even though, in hindsight, it ruined our key. So that it was very hard to get an 18 key for the next turn. And yeah, super attack was here, which is great. So it's double-digit damage, triple-digit. And with Whis activated, these guys can all tank because they raise their defense quite significantly well, especially if they get multiple super attacks. Goku and Chi-Chi, I will say, is the most underrated free-to-play anniversary unit of all time. A couple of people say they're still mid. They are so good. They are so good. I literally have... well, since they're EZA... I've literally ran them in every single ultimate red zone, and I've ran them on every type advantage god event. So if that's not saying anything, then I don't know. So as you can see, a pretty dire situation here. We half a bar left on Rildo. Can't get an 18 key super, which was my bad, honestly. And, yeah, very bad tanks. So I think here I am going to use a Whis. And I just thought that we kind of had to... Oh, no, I didn't, actually. Oh, man, I'm brave. I guess I'm not using a Whis, but and I'm risking for the kill here. Oh, I do have Revive. I do have Revive. That's why. That's why. I have Revive, so I felt like I could risk it here. Yeah. Now I understand. Now I understand. Imagine though, I thought in the back of my head, I was like, man, what if Roshi dodged this all? This would actually... Roshi not dying in the first part was okay, but this one he had to die here because if you guys don't know the active skill restriction on Goku and Gohan, if the enemy is over 50% HP or whatever, you have to be over 59% HP or 58% HP in order to use the active skill. So when Roshi revives us, he's giving us our 60% health, and that way we can actually do the active skill following turn. If he left us with 1% HP, then we wouldn't be using our active skill on the Dokkan mode. As you can see, the Dokkan meter is on perfect timing. There are a few hits here, and I decided to use the Whis here just to guarantee. We needed to guarantee our health. If we took a super attack, all our health would be gone. and then we would be in a really bad position. So I did that so we can tank for double digits. And we got Goku and Chi-Chi's active skill ready for the next phase. And float out Yardrat Goku. Keeping all of the Dokkan Beater just to the very edge there. And we gotta make sure we kill, of course. The end run is like Rildo dodges and stuff like that. It's very stressful. I got one super attack and a second super attack, which lands, which is very, very good. Because that was almost a fail. Alright, here we go. So we still have Whis activated. We have Version Z Goku for the support, which is kind of nice. And so I use BPan's active skill. And then I use their active skill. So it's a guaranteed crit with amazing amounts of damage. The only thing we could have had was Super Saiyan Link. For the, if we had Yardrat Goku, but then we wouldn't have the support. There was no attack difference between Version Z Goku and BPan, so I just kept BPan on the rotation. Because one thing is that this Rildo can lock you into place, so we needed some sort of first slot unit. Like, Version Z Goku and Tech Goku and Gohan are not first slot units unless Goku, like, does a active skill. But obviously, we can only use the active skill once per turn. Get that Dokkan mode, make sure we get all 6 nodes for max damage. And fingers crossed we do a lot of damage here. I mean, we did 1 bar with the active skill, which is a good start. We have a total of like 7 bars there. If it was 100%, you can get that triple super attack, that'd be amazing. But 1 dupe, let's see what he can do. Of course, they're all guaranteed criticals. 8 million damage for the first super, the 18 key. And then the second super is... I think like 3 mil, 2.3 mil. He didn't do a triple super attack. I would have liked that it did. Would have helped out a lot more. And realizing I'm just about halfway scared me even more. Because I was like, God damn, we have no items left, remind you. So, like, how are we gonna... Like, that crit was amazing, though. Like, how are we gonna do 2.5 bars? We gotta finish 2.5 bars in... small amount of time we have. We took a super here. Luckily, Whis was enough to get us to tank, thankfully. And the lock here was okay because we have the Goku and Chi-Chi active skill. And it did only 300,000. I did reset the app a few times to see if I can get a critical, but that didn't work out. It's time to float them out because they're AGL. And we did have Version Z Goku float off, so when Version Z Goku comes back, Gohan will still have a Goku partner. And we need to set up orbs so that we can get a nice 18 key super with the Goku Gohan. So not the strongest DPS turn here. We wasn't able to get any 18 key supers. Little super attack, double super from Roshi. Usually here would be like where I would want the revival skill, but I was not able to. And then the dodge, which is fine. It was not going to do too much. Unless it was meant to be a crit. Just really banking. They have like 6 crits. So even though I was banking on it, I knew in my heart that it was not going to happen. But they did get the triple super attack, which was awesome. Still 345,000 damage. And then Yardrat Goku was locked there. Honestly, I would have put Yardrat Goku there anyway. And unfortunately, with the amount of tries resets I did, I wasn't able to get a full 20 key super. I got 19 key. We needed 20 key for the guaranteed additional, so I got really scared here. 85,000 per. I needed the super attack with Yardrat Goku because he raises defense on super, so we had to make sure we super. And of course, he's type advantage, so that helps. I wish that was a double super. That would have helped to tank that extra attack. 4.1 million. We need an inbuilt additional from the hidden potential. And we got an additional normal. I was like, oh no. But it was only 14,000. Right? If B-Pan can like get a nice little critical, we can heal back up. But she didn't. 200,000. And I'm like, oh no. 88,000 per super. We're left at 100,000 HP. Luckily, he didn't lock us into place. And then I just looked at the defense to see who was the best to grab the physical orbs all over there. And it was Goku. So just to get that extra like 20,000 HP, damage reduction, fingers crossed he did not super attack. It was still 4,000 per attack. And remember, he lowers defense on super. 1.9, that critical was amazing right there. And once I saw the Goku land, I was like, I was relieved. And there you go. So that is Rildo Ultimate Red Zone done with a free-to-play team. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on the daily content. Check out my social medias linked in the description. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay busy. Peace out.